was like, man, we gotta definitely break this one down. This chick was like, I think the title of it was like, men are inherently evil, and she was like breaking down like,
they're standing me.
yeah, I know it was one of y'all, yeah.
But remember, the way it was inspired from, it was that we got that from another group chat that men was evil, and yeah,
but she
I mean, she got a good point though. I agree with her. I'm evil, but I'm working on my evil ways.
But yeah, let me go ahead and play this, man, because I was listening to it. I was like, man, the audacity of this chick.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me play it.
The inherent fact that men are evil, that is true. Like man as a whole.
Damn it, we'll act up on this one.
That's all good.
Hold on, give me a second.
I guess in the meantime, Stan, you ever watch a show called Offer?
Like just as
never mind. Is it working?
Yeah, let me start it from the beginning since it phased out. But all right.
The inherent fact that men are evil, that is true. Like man as a whole is evil. Like just as an entity, a general idea, men have inflicted violence and oppression on the world in ways that are irreparable. Like it's okay if we say that out loud. It's okay if we say that men are inherently evil. It's like, it's not all men, but for some reason, always a man. Every time something terrible happens, always a man, like 99% of the time. So I feel like it's a lot simpler than people may think. I don't hate my man, I hate most men. And for me, I think given what men have done to me personally, to people I love, and the world as a whole, if they all start guilty and have to work their way to innocent, it's not really a big deal to me. I feel very like convicted in that. It's very like, if you're not awful, prove it. Yeah. Quit talking about it and fucking do it. Because the men who complain that they really hate hearing like, oh, what about all men? Oh, all men, all men. A lot of this, not a lot of action. The inherent fact that men are evil, that is true. Like man
do some of your nails though.
But yeah, with nails like that, you done chose some bad guys. So that's my thing that get on my nerves, because it's like, man, you'll choose like all these bad dudes who you align with, and it is like, man, they be bitter and jaded after that. Because it's like, man, you think about society. It's like, man, like you got guys that are cops, the dudes that fight wars, the guys that put out fires. Like, man, I was, when California, I was having all the issues out there with the forest fires. Some guys that literally jump into that shit. It's like, man, are they toxic? So, yeah, it pissed me off when people be saying stuff like that. Because it's like, man, you're thinking about such the small minority. So is it typically a guy? It's like, yeah, but most guys ain't.
Huh? Like you said, it's the guys she chose, and now we all got to pay for it.
Yeah, but I think the other, a lot of times, man, when we have this conversation, man, you hear them, it's just like, do y'all understand the evil shit y'all do? Because, man, I know dudes personally that be trying to be in their kids' lives. Females play games with their kids, so maybe y'all like evilness doesn't show as far as like, as I say, like the physical type crimes and stuff like that. But as far as like, I talk about evilness, like keeping people from their kids, like, man, y'all might need to reflect on that.
Or sabotaging the relationship, or sabotaging their job, sabotaging
cleaning dudes out. So it's just like, man, if we want to talk about inherent evil, man, it could be on both sides. Because don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying like there's some evil dudes. Like, definitely we could acknowledge that. But it's just like, man, like to sit there and just only be fixated on one group and not acknowledge like the evil shit the other side does. It's just like, man, you might be evil yourself. Because typically, if you're tunnel vision on certain things and you can't be unbiased, it's like, man, a lot of times, man, you're just probably evil. You mad that you didn't get over on somebody, But
here's the crazy part about it. A lot of times, evil men get called to justice by other men. Evil men get punished by men. Women do something, it's like forgiveness, reconciliation, baptism, starting.
Is it baptism?
Right?
There's not enough holy water for baptism.
But you understand, right? Like, it's not, women have a more, a path that's like, for us guys, we do have to work. And a lot of times when she said like you have to prove yourself, but yeah, when you prove yourself, then you kind of become a simp because then you at the same time you're being held to a standard that some men that you've never met before did, and like, but he's not getting called into justice or anything else. I've got to sit down and pay for his sins.
But Stan, like that's the whole purpose of being a man. We must pay the iniquity of other man's sins, right? More, what do we call those?
I ain't trying to pay
the bad boys or whatever they call it, right? Unfortunately, right, it passes down to us, and we gotta clean up like after like our other brothers' mess. So,
but the last time that happened, the only person that could do that. What's that again?
I mean, we can't be out here cleaning each other. You know how I look at this? I look at this as clear as day, right? You know how they always like to sit here and say, Jesus paid for our sins. If that's the case, why the hell are we still here? No one can't take up your sins, bro. And just like every other man, I can't take up the next man's sin just because he out here fucking did some dumb shit. Like, let's keep that honest. But of course, people always want to mirror the next person as the last person. It's like, bro, miss me.
Yeah, and plus you can't hold him accountable because if that man is evil, and he is evil, us talking to him means nothing to him. And that's the thing, like
especially us talking to him don't mean nothing to us.
But you know what I mean? Like to sit down and like, hey, I need to check you. Well, there might be a chance that he's gonna delete you, right? Because that's what some men see. Like you have no value to that person, right? You're square, whatever. And he's already set in his mindset. But like, let's be honest here, those men get the most rewards. Those men get the trips. Those men gets the gifts. Those men get the best out of the women. Those men get the kids. Those men get like more women. Those because they're exciting, right?
That is okay because guess what? The more they expose the women, that's the more you got to kick out.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like he's only evil because hold on, Wally. He's only evil because he didn't keep you, and I guess he didn't settle. so he didn't settle, and he moved on. So now he's evil. But like, yo, what attracts you to somebody who has a lack of character, who doesn't care about fellow human beings and rights? Like it's like, yo, like. We gotta look at that. Like, what attracted me to this person, and like, why am I here? And like, let me get out of it, and not put it on the next person.
Yeah, well, if we're being serious from the front end part. I mean, let's be real. Everybody sells themselves. So at that first point, they already bought in with the fantasy of who the next person is, and by the time they already hooked them, it's too late.
So let me just put this analogy, right? So women are still caught up in this fairy tale, right? Produced by Disney and other evil companies, right? That pretty much promotes that, okay, a man will always have to kind of prove that there's always good men that's out there. They're still looking for that man to be like chivalrous, the man to go through that extra mile because they feel like that's where they're going to get their happy end in their fairy tale. But the ones that they really wanted, but got rejected by them, of course they harbor that bitterness because most of these dudes, right, that they was trying to maintain a hold. It's like when you're a dude and you're not really putting a woman on a pedestal, now that woman kind of senses it, and then woman needs to get that validation. But but the problem is like you're not validating them at all. So they're gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing until they finally realize that they were just only just used for the moment and not for the long term. And that's why you got like women that look like like the After show, Francine from After. That's what got like her that's that's just babbling for nothing, and just so upset because the dude that she really wanted, she poured her heart out to try to win that guy's validation, and she failed. That's all there is to it. She just bitter that she couldn't really win all the end. and she needed a rebound guy to kind of make it up to her.
Yeah, no, it's just it'd be irritating sometimes because this is like, man, you know all the like, man, what I forgot the name of the show, but it was the one guy, man. He'd be like going to all the like the dirtiest and most dangerous jobs, and them shits all occupied like the guys that be in the sewer, motherfuckers in the coal mine, huh?
The one on MSNBC, that guy, like,
it's like the dirtiest job, something like that.
Yeah, he has a baseball cap, always going through America. And
yeah, but yeah, so it's just like, man, like, it's like, man, they need to watch some of that stuff, some of the stuff that guys do to make this society operate. But just going back even to like, man, you know, we see Snap now, the devious shit that, you know, be going on that side. So my thing is just like, man, lay it all out. But like, I think you had a good point earlier, Stan, because it's just like, it made me think when I was you know, growing up, I had a lot of like female cousins and sisters and stuff. And I'd be like, hey, man, avoid that guy. He's known to be a player. They be looking at you like, man, I would like who I like, you know, so it's just like a lot of times, man, it's like they hard-headed are. Even a lot of other females be giving females game. Like, don't go mess with that dude. Don't like him. Mom, sisters be giving them game. And, you know, people just hard-headed. And then they want to like, you know, after it don't work out, like M3 was saying, it's just like, now I'm going to be mad and shit and take it out on everybody else for these bad decisions. So,
but think about it. But that's the point. That's the point I'm trying to say. That's why you cast them to the left. Because guess what? Just like that female said, when the dudes out there made all these mistakes and they got to work their way back to being a better person, the same way these females got to work back to be better people. So again, you cast them out. Cast them the freak out.
But she was referring to the guy that didn't do it to her. You have to prove to me. And that's a part of it. Like, I don't have to prove anything to you because that's not my sin. You need to go back. Yeah. If you want to go to him, go back to him and figure that stuff out if he wants you.
Right.
Because here's something. That person, and I won't put it open because it's like man or female, that person that hurt you and you making everybody work for it, but then you see that person become a better person with that other person, now we got to look at you. So what about you? What was your part in that relationship? Because here he is or here she is with this other person, and we're seeing something different. So instead of like putting the onus on the other person or the whole gender, you gotta look at yourself and like see like, okay, what part am I playing into this? But like we're not there yet.
But even the guy she's got to be with, and she's talking like that, man, he's got to be a sucker. Because, you know, man, she's talking from a place of like, I can't really stand guys like the way she's saying, oh, they need to work their way. They're guilty and they're proven innocent. It's like, man, you're with somebody like that. Because if I heard a female talking about men like that, I'm like, yo, you know what? We done, man. Like, you obviously got some hate.
That's you. But how many guys we all know, they be like, no, all dudes like that. Let me take you out.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Let me play some boys, some men.
But you know what's gonna happen? Like if they break up, she gonna take his ass to the cleaners and she gonna charge it. She gonna be looking at it as like, hey, you owe me, y'all owe me type stuff. So yeah, guys that like think they could change that, it's like, man, when they get that like situation done dirty to them or they get taken, she's taking all that shit in the courtroom. Like, that's why I was like, man, you can't mess with jaded people, man, like that. You just let them be because they're gonna figure out. They look at the way they view life is like you owe me type of thing. Because like I got done dirty, whatever. So that dude that she's with, you play with fire.
I mean, she's right. I do owe her, and guess what? I gave her time, separation. That's what you should have been working on. Like, what are we talking about here? That's the thing. I gave you time and separation. What you did? You let the next guy motherfucking fool you into getting in with him. That's not my fault. Like you told him. You told him, no, I just got a relationship. Yada, yada, yada. You should have stayed to that. Nope. Now you just swindle your behind right in there. And now, look, he messed you up too.
But Wally, like he said, thanks to the corporations and Disney, allegedly, that we are the white knights. We have to go in there and save her from herself and bitterness.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, as a man, I am not breaking down no walls for no woman. That's y'all fight with yourselves. Y'all work through that. I ain't breaking no walls for none of you.
Wally, you gotta save him, Wally. Don't be
No.
like
Yep.
that.
No, I'll be right there when you done fighting the traumas and the walls that you have set for yourself. I'll be right on the other side, but I'm not the one breaking them down for you. No, because guess what? The moment I break them down, guess what's gonna be the number one target when things start to go sour? Me. Nah, you break your own walls.
No way changing your mind, Wally.
Man.